All right, guys. For the last topic of the podcast, we got NFL game picks. I'm just gonna list off games. We're gonna go back and forth. Nick's gonna give his thoughts on it. I'm gonna give my thoughts on it. Titans and Chargers. Nick, how do you see this one going?
Yeah, this game is in LA. The Titans are kind of skidding right now. They've had a couple bad losses in a row, which is very uncharacteristic for a Mike Vrabel led team. And the Chargers are coming off a high of beating the Dolphins on Sunday Night Football when nobody expected them to beat them. I'm going to go with the Chargers here. I just think that the Chargers coming off that game on Sunday night, I think they're feeling good about themselves. They're going to get Derwin James back. I know Joey Bosa is supposed to come back soon. I don't know if it's going to be this week, though. I know a couple other guys might be coming back. Trey Pipkins might be back. Sebastian Joseph Day might be back. So the Chargers are getting healthier, too. They're starting to look a little better. But I would not be the least surprised if the Titans just run the ball 40 times on the Chargers because they have a terrible run defense and the Titans just completely run the Chargers out of the stadium. So I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm going to go with the Chargers.
And they also have Garrett Henry, and Garrett Henry's a cheat code. Um, I'm actually gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna go with the Titans. Um, Garrett Henry, Robert Woods. I think they'll. Think I mean, Tannehill's just gonna use them to the full extent, and the Titans are gonna come away with this one. Next game up, we got the Falcons and Saints. Nick, how do you see this one going?
Yeah, I kind of already talked about it earlier with the debut of Desmond Ritter. Obviously, this will be his debut game against the Saints. I believe this is in New Orleans, if I read it correctly off of NFL.com. I think the Saints are going to take this, and I don't think it's going to be particularly close. Desmond Ritter, first career start. He has no weapons. I I just don't like this matchup for the Falcons at all.
Yeah, I don't either. So I gotta go with the Saints. No Willie explanation there. Just gotta go with the Saints. Next up, we got two teams that were pretty bad last year that are pretty good this year. The Lions and Jets. How do you see this one?
This is an exciting game, and I never thought we'd be going into a Week 15 game, especially in 2022, saying I'm looking forward to Lions Jets. But here we are, Week 15, 2022 season. I'm super excited. The Lions and Jets are going to be playing, but I actually think the Lions are going to take this. I think the Lions are going to find a way to get back to 500. That offense is rolling right now. They just got Jameson Williams back, or he just made his NFL debut after he tore his ACL in that championship game for Bama. I really like Dan Campbell too, and I just think that team is hitting their stride at the right time, and they just might find their way into the playoffs. The Detroit Lions, led by Jared Goff, just might be making the playoffs.
Yeah, I think I gotta go with the Lions too. It came out earlier this week that the Lions will view Jared Goff as a, future starting quarterback with them. And, as you mentioned, Jameson Williams coming back. I mean, I think that the Lions are going to start to use him a lot more. He's going to become Jared Goff's favorite target. The Lions are just going to take this one. Um, Next up, we got the Chiefs and Texans. And I think we all know how, who we're going to pick in this game. But Nick, how do you see this one going?
Chiefs by a million. I don't think there's anything I need to say.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. I think the Chiefs are just going to run away with this thing. It's not even going to be a game at halftime, I don't think. Travis Kelce passing Mahomes, just too much. Cardinals and Broncos. It's a pretty interesting one. Who we got?
Yeah, this might be if every game had a title. This game might be titled uh, the disappointments of 2022 Bowl, and I think that's exactly what this is. The Cardinals, as I mentioned earlier, started 7-0 last year and faded towards the end and haven't been good this year. And the Broncos, they gave up a bunch of picks for Russell Wilson and gave him the bag, and he's looked every bit like the next Nathan Peterman. And so and Kyler Murray's out with a torn ACL too, so there's no real appeal for anyone in this game. But I think the Broncos, they found a way to score over 20 points, I think, for the first time since we were born. Um, And I think the Broncos are somehow going to find a way to take this in really ugly game. I don't think it's going to be a pretty game at all.
Yeah, I gotta go with the Broncos. I don't think Colt McCoy is a starter in this league, but I agree with what you say at the end there. It's gonna be a very ugly game. I think it's gonna be like a 3-0 or 6-0 game, maybe
I could
something
see
like
that.
that. Next up, we got the Thursday night football game, and this one might be a pretty easy one too. We got the 49ers and Seahawks.
Brock Purdy might be the best quarterback in NFL history, and the Niners are going to take this. The Niners just have too many weapons. They will be without Deebo Samuel for a couple of weeks. He did sprain his, I think it was an ankle sprain against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. But the Seahawks have kind of been on a cold streak lately. They ain't looking as good as they were to begin the season. The Niners just have like everybody you would probably want on a team, along with the greatest quarterback to ever play the game, Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Brock Purdy just beat Tom Brady. I mean, you know. 45 years old and 23 years old, Um, yeah, like you said with the Seahawks, they've taken a big step back these last few games. Geno Smith hasn't been playing as good, you know. Yeah, I mean, I just gotta go with the Niners in this game. All right, guys. Anyway, that's gonna do it for our podcast. Nick, I want to thank you again for filling in for Evan.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was I enjoyed my time here and look forward to being back as a guest again one day soon.
Yeah, we look forward to having you. As always, everybody, please like, subscribe, and we will see you next week.